Hello, you beautiful people. I hope you're keeping all keeping well. So for today's stream, I'm going to be playing Fort Solace, which is a lesser known game, but it's a suspenseful game. So it's a bit of a thriller more than a horror, and I'm going to try and take photos that invoke that suspenseful feeling. So let's see how we get on. I may actually use those leading lines. So let's find photo. Oh, okay, already having a problem, and that is rotation. But we do have elevation and so on, so that's cool. So what I'm doing here, free cam, yes, this is a lot more like it. So I'm going to use those leading lines, so the red lights leading in. Maybe tilt that up a bit, drop down, just so his head is got a light background to it. We're going to have a look at f-stops. We're on f2. I'm going to turn autofocus off. And so we're definitely focused on him. Now, this is quite a confusing photo mode because the visor blurs the face. So you cannot really use the face, which is a shame because it's the brightest part, to judge the distance of that. Exposure, let's have a look. So if you raise it right up, there's practically no noise in that image. So that's really, really good. So I'm going to drop it down to about here. We have filters. So only a few, but we don't really need many. That's a really nice filter actually. I quite enjoy that. And you could probably drop the exposure down quite a bit for that. Very Mars-like. And then black and white, so that's pretty good. You've got your roll, your focal length, which is your zoom. And so I am going to use that and then go in a little bit. I'm going to drop it down a lot. Actually, no. What I'm trying to do is fill the frame with him, but get a similar angle. Because with the increased field of view, he stands out more. It's more of a 3D image. And let's toggle menu. Let's grab that shot. Still want to experiment with this light. So we can have some fairly good results with that. Oh, wrong way. That's our guy. Raise a little bit so he's framed by that. Drop that down a bit. Let's experiment. That's definitely going to be in focus. Okay, this is a little bit better than the last one. So I may just try that shot. So I want a little bit of the chest, a bit of space above the head. And that's a good way of framing a portrait. I'm going to get that. And now I've got this frame, there's nothing wrong with having a little play with roll. Just to have a little bit of tension in there. To the point that I want to try and... because I have taken a photo of this if you check on my Instagram, which is king of etiquette. Because, you know, I'm imaginative with names. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. because I post my offline photos as well. Not that I've been taking that many of them, to be fair. Oh yeah. And that's simply because it's quite challenging to take good photos at Skull and Bones. Sorry, I'm trying to contemplate this shot while talking to you, but I think it's going to be like that for a while on Instagram. But at the end of the day, I tend to post 10 pictures on every single post, and I've been doing this for over a year, so there should be some things to interest you. So again, want that off. F-stop, we'll keep it 2.2. There's the little dude. Do I want that going in the background? Probably not. I'm going to remove the menu, see what I think. See, I have him next to that line actually. So I've got the chair in the foreground simply because it sort of helps with the 3D nature of the picture. It gives it a bit of depth because you've got a reference point and then you've got the character. Actually, sorry, you've got the reference point and then you've got the little character. He's just about there, and that's the desk sort of thing. So it gives it a bit of depth, as you can see in this camera. So that's where I'm sort of toying with at the moment. I may do focal length just to increase that. It doesn't. Actually, we'll increase it and see if that, yeah. So I can't use it to zoom in because it does lose too much of that depth. I'm kind of liking that line just behind him. It frames it fairly well, but it's a partial frame. So I'm going to move that and get this picture. As with every skill, if you don't use it, you lose it. What is that? Oh! That's really cool. That could make an interesting picture. So, we're going to do just that. That's quite a narrow shot because I need to get the shadow in there, but I want our little guy to be the main focus of that. Talking about focus, autofocus off, set the distance to this little character here, so that's all in view. I want a really narrow f-stop. Down a tad, and let's get rid of that menu. Rather liked that. Enjoyed that shot. At least we've got more access now, that's something. I mean, it's a bit of a easy shot having red on him. Let's go back as far as we can. No, that doesn't work. Again, I'm using the lights to frame him. Maybe that doorway as well. Quite difficult because I would want him to be central to that, but I also want him in the doorways as well. So I'm going to have to sacrifice the doorway, and it doesn't matter so much because I am going to reduce that f-stop to blur the background out anyway. To increase the focal length. About there, just to give it some depth. Let's do this. Oh, I meant wrong one. So I want a really narrow f-stop. Let's look at him. So he's in focus. I want the doors to be nicely blurred, so I'm sort of comparing. So I'm gonna get that shot. Angle it, drop it, roll it. Instant suspense. Bit more. Well, I want to work on the old contrast. Maybe a bit of blue. Increase that. Drop the intensity. Increase exposure a bit more. Just looking at the walls, I think that's more dirt than artifacts. Yeah, it's more dirt. Something like that. I can work with the contrast later on. So that's my idea. So let's just grab that. And I'm only doing the blue to make it cold, make it a little bit suspenseful. Together with the angle and like the upward angle and the tilt on there as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I mean, I've tried to utilize some different camera rolls, different angles, and some of the filters to add a little bit of suspense to the images. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you do. Check out my Instagram page as well if you want to see the pictures from this video, as well as some of the pictures that I take off stream as well. And remember, we say goodbye so we can say hello again. Goodbye.